And welcome to another Pokemon Go video looking at the Master League. So 2531 is where I'm at, so I'm going to jump straight in. So the team comp is the same. So one big recommendation I would sort of give people is run with the same team composition for a little while, get used to the moves, get used to switching. Obviously you're not going to be perfect, and it's really difficult when you don't know what's in the back. So sometimes you can swapping out one thing into another. It all depends on what your opponent's got hidden in the back. So sometimes it can be an absolutely amazing move, and sometimes it can be an absolute nightmare. So it all depends on team composition. So if you're sort of very familiar with what you've got, and you start to get an idea of what the composition opposing teams start to have, you should be able to make those swaps into something that makes it a little bit more favourable for you. So I'll run with my same team. I've got my boosted Giratina in the lead, and it seems to be, it does not fare well against Dialga. Togekiss is questionable, but we'll see what we get. So I'm going to try and get to a second. So 1, 2, oh, and I've swapped out. So what I'm going to do there is swap into my Dialga. So they're probably going to be running Earthquake on this. I think that's far too soon for Earthquake to come through, so I'm going to let this one go. What? How on earth did they get Earthquake so quickly? Have I, counted something wrong there? That's pretty much just lost me the game right there. So, that's good game. And at this point, I have absolutely no idea. So, I'm actually going to shield this because I want to get to my Iron Head. I can't, this is ridiculous. So I need to either take this out or burn a shield. So I've managed to take it out, so that's really good for me. I can't believe that Earthquake got through, so this is going to fast move farm me down. So I'm going to let this go. Actually, I'm not, because I want them to stay in. So they've swapped out, and what have they got? So that's really good for me. So I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to Ominous Wind, try and bait them. And that's worked out well. So I'm going to then go straight into a Shadow Ball. And Shadow Ball does a whole lot of damage, so that's really good for me. Oof. So the question is, do I shield or do I not? So I'm not going to shield this. If it goes down, it goes down. And it has. So that's, now this becomes a much, much more questionable fight. I'm hoping they don't get to a charge move, which they haven't. And then they've only got the Togekiss in the back. So with the charged up Meteor Mash, that's good game. And there's game done. So happy with that one. So having that was a bit different team composition to what I'm used to. So the Snorlax is really good, but you need to get that switch locked. So you need to get Giratina switch locked in against Snorlax. That's the move for it, just because it is an absolute wall for Giratina Origin. So really lucky to be able to get away with that one. So this is really good for me as well. Let's see them switch out in an instant. So what have they switched to? So that works out all right for me, and I'll just farm this down like you would not believe. So let's see what they do. So I will commit a shield here. Actually, I'm going to throw mine first, and so they can either burn all their energy, they can waste all that energy, or they can use a shield. So they have used a shield, so that does mean they are going to flamethrower me, and I'm absolutely fine with that. I'll burn a shield as well. and then I can fast move farm them down. So they should not be able to get to another charge move before I can get here. So what have we got in the... So I think what I'm going to do, let's see what they bring out. So for this one, I'm going to straight up Meteor Mash. So maybe what I should have done is saved the charge move. How much? Oh, so they've taken that hit. So that's a big hit. So I'm going to go straight for another one. So they're going to have to shield this. If they don't, they're in all sorts of trouble. So they have shielded that, so that's good. So I'm going to let them take this down. So, I don't know. They're going to, yeah, fast move farm me down is the right move to make. And then I'm going to come out with my Dialga. So Shadow Ball here is not going to take me out, so I'm going to let that go. About half health, they'll switch out, and then so will I. And then I can Shadow Ball them, which is happy days, because they've got no shields. And then we can jump into Giratina Mirror. I'm up a shield, there's nothing they can do. And I've quit, so good game for me there. So really lucky there with the lead. And that's what sort of I really like about the Giratina lead. So the one that it does really struggle against is the Dialga lead. So if they're opposing players leading Dialga, I switch out, and it's an uphill battle. But Giratina versus Giratina. So let's see what their CP is. So 3730. So that's interesting. So let's see what they do. So I'm going to shield this. So regardless of whether it's an Ominous Wind or a Shadow Ball. So it is the Ominous Wind, which it usually is. So I'm going to try and get in an extra attack there and try and get these two back to back. Let's see what they do. So they have shielded that, which is absolutely fine. And then straight into another one. Let's see what they do here. They may let it go, and they haven't, so that's fine. So that's both shields down. So I'm going to switch out into my Dialga just to keep that shield so they can burn this energy. I don't care if it's a Shadow Ball. So that's fine. It will do a lot of damage, but it means I've got no energy there. So now it's Dialga versus Dialga, and this is potentially not so good for me. So I didn't even get the charge move off. So that's really poor. So I'm going to let this go because it should be an Iron Head. And I burn all that energy. So now I should be able to get to my Earthquake before they can get to theirs. Let's see what we do. Are you serious? How have they managed to get to another Iron Head? That's ridiculous. So I'm going to let this go a little bit. Come on, attack. So that took longer than I would have liked. So what I should have done is they're within range of Meteor Mash. So I should have Meteor Mash. So then possibly I could Meteor Mash straight up. Let's see what they do here. So I'm going to... How have they got stored energy? So I'm going to shield this up because I have to. So it's just the Ominous Wind. Let's see what they've got. So I'm going to Shadow Ball this. So I think this is good game. So that switch was not a good idea, as it turns out, which is you live and you learn, though, don't you? So they're going to get to the Waterfall. Waterfall is going to take me out at this range. If not, it's going to leave me with like 1 HP. Well, Surf, I should say. And that's a good game. So that switch at the start, tried something new, did not work. So next time, I won't be doing that. So let's go next battle. We'll jump straight in. And we live and we learn. I didn't want to burn both my shields, but I should have. So a bit more strategy there. Thought it might have been the way to go. It wasn't. So I really need to look at people's names more to know if I've battled these people previously and try and remember their team composition. So this is a really, really bad lead for me. So I'm going to switch it straight out because I have to. Awful lead for me. Really not pleased with that one. So even though it is probably the Iron Head, I'm going to switch out. They may have been going for Draco Meteor and then going for the swap, which is fine. So I'll go my own Iron Head here. So I think I'm going to have to go 2 shields in here. Let's see, are they going to try and fast move farm me down? Looks that way, and I just got there. So they're either going to have to burn the shield or take this hit. So that's really not gone well for them. So they've burnt a second shield. So the question is, who do I bring in? And I'm going to bring in my Metagross. Let's see what they bring out. So they've got the Machamp. So I'm going to store up energy. So this should be resisted. So I'm going to keep this shield. So this is a big call. And they're going to switch out, which is fine. Every day of the week they're going to switch this. So they're not switching out, so that's interesting. So they'll probably have Stone Edge or Rock Slide. Yeah, Rock Slide. And then they'll switch out. So they're not switching out, which is interesting. So I should not have thrown that. Oh, why did I not store energy? That's a ridiculously silly thing to do, but that's fine. It's done now. So let's see what they bring. So it is the Dialga. So I'm going to have to shield this. It'll just do far too much damage if I don't. And even those, their Dragon Breaths are going to do a lot of damage. So I don't know what's in the back. So I'm going to go straight up Shadow Ball. I'm really hoping it's... I don't even know. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's their own. So that's interesting. So they're going to have to use their energy if they want to take me out. Oh, so they wanted to save so they could throw when they get to Metagross, which is the right move, let's be honest. But just got there in time. So so lucky about that farm. Should have farmed down more on Machamp. Really should have farmed down a lot more on Machamp, but I got away with one there, so happy with that. So I'll jump into the last match now. So let's see who we get. So 2509, so they're a little bit, so experience-wise, a little bit below me there, but that's fine. Let's be honest, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. So I'm really hoping they can swap out of this, and would be nice. So I know I can't get to 2 Shadow Balls, so I'm going to try and go for 2 Ominous Winds. So I should be able to get to 2 Ominous Winds, but if I go 1 Shadow Ball, I don't think I can make it. So I'm just going to have to try and go for another... Oh, so they've burnt their energy, so I'm going to let this go. And that's absolutely fine. So I really... Oh, so maybe I can get to my... Oh, so I should have been paying attention. Pay attention. That doesn't take me out. So that's fine. So they'll probably switch out here. Are they going to switch out? They're not switching out. So let's see if I can get there. Ooh, are they going to get there? They got there. So I'm going to shield this one up, because if it's the Flamethrower, which it probably will be... so it's Ancient Power Bait. So that's a really good bait on their part. Absolutely brilliant bait on their part. So let's see what they throw out. So I'm just going to go straight up Meteor Mash here. So it'll be interesting to see what their last Pokemon is. I'm going to Meteor Mash. Am I going to Meteor Mash again? No. I'm going to go to Dialga there. So if this is a ominous, if a Shadow Ball, it's only going to take about 50% of health, so that's fine. I can handle that. Let's see what they swap to. So they've got their own Dialga here. Oh, this is not good at all. So I'm going to have to... Oh, so I should have... I've really made a mess of this. Really made a mess here. So they'll probably be able to charge me down here before I get enough energy to throw another. Yeah, so that was a really big mistake there. Really big mistake. But, I mean, it is what it is. So left with a shield as well. So, that's 3 wins, 2 losses. So a few pretty sizable mistakes in my 2 losses, to be honest. And definitely stuff I can learn from and get better. So that was definitely the matches that I lost were definitely 2 winnable matches. But I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see how that changes stats there. So 21, 30, 25, 31. So it gave me 8. So I went up 8 from 3 wins, 2 losses. So this is going to be an insane grind. So hopefully that was useful. So a few close games there, really close games there. A few games that I lost there that had I played a little bit better, not made such ridiculous mistakes, I should have shielded that Shadow Ball, as it turns out, and then I could have Draco Media'd. You live and you learn. You don't know what's in the back. So hopefully that was useful for someone, and you can get a few tips there. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.